In this video, I'm going to show you how to make primary animation, which is moving the physical body of your character to a new place or to a new position, and which is like this, and secondary animation, which will be like opening his mouth and flapping his wings, which are endomorphs. So each of these marks down here at the bottom represents a keyframe. That means I've started him in this position. I scrolled to the next place where I wanted a change, and I wanted him to begin a little hop. So on keyframe 133, I just placed him in a new position. If I wanted him to jump a little higher, I just grab him and move him up, and those changes will automatically update on your keyframe. If I didn't want that keyframe at all, or I wanted it to happen at a different time, I could just highlight that one, click and hold on the little handle, and drag it to wherever I want. If I drag it here, then I can see that my action is happening sooner. If I did not want this keyframe at all, there's at least two different ways that you can delete it. One is by just parking on it and hitting delete. The other is by highlighting it, right-click, and say delete. This method is good if you have a lot of keyframes that you want to get rid of. You can just select the whole set and then right-click and get rid of them. Okay, so primary motion again is just that he's hopping up and down. The secondary motion is the graph editor. So I'm going to bring up his endomorphs here. And these are ones that I set up in Modeler, which turn the head. And right now I have the little bird selected, so it's the little bird that's moving. And those are, like I said, they are the secondary motions. If I want to edit or change those, they are going to be in this graph. And you can see that, I'll get this a little smaller. You can see that all the endomorphs that I have made are right here. And those are represented down here. So at any time, if I wanted to change or get rid of this, I could right-click and make a box around it, and then click and hold and change the motion this way. Or I could make a box over the whole thing and just delete that motion entirely and start over. So the graph editor is a good place for you to make adjustments in your motions, and it's a good way to understand why your character is moving in the way that he is. Okay, so I'm just going to make a few more. So he stops right about there, and let's maybe have him spin around. I'm going to select him again, and here's the rotate tool. I'm just going to have him maybe spin around at this point. And then this keyframe is bringing him back, and it's happening very quickly because they're close together. So this is a good way, example where I can just drag it and move. So he jumps, turns, and then turns back. And maybe we'll have him jump again. So going to the move tool, and maybe he's kind of flapping off balance, like he's going to fall. And the neat thing is you can just change all these things as you go and delete them if you don't like them and put them back the way they were. It gives you a lot of ability to just play around with some ideas about the story and motion. Okay, so that should help you understand the keyframes, except I forgot to say that the top one is called a dope track, and you can collapse it down so all you have is your keyframes. I like to keep this open because it's directly editable, and I can quickly grab and move these anywhere I want or delete them. When it's closed, you don't have quite as much freedom to do that. So have some fun animating.